Hey, so celebrating our 1 year working from home. I'm actually at home right now. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you guys are also at home too. So I just want to ask you, like, how do you feel like working from home today compared to working from home last year? Are there any changes, or is it still the same? Or if there's any changes, what do you feel? And do you miss going back to the office? So I'll start with Fishray, our friends from Chinese momentum works. So Desiree, please take over the stage. You can also speak in Chinese.
OK，所以我觉得，就1年半远程办公下来，我觉得最大的一个很重要的一点，我觉得是要沟通。我觉得这个沟通不仅仅只是说工作上的沟通来减少了解到信息上面的误差，更多的也是一个可能是生活或者说是状态上的一个沟通。因为如果仅仅只是工作上的沟通的话，可能有时候会觉得你也不知道你是否是一直在跟一堆机器人工作，对，所以就这种情感上适当的这种沟通的话，就可以也可以让整个团队也好，或者说这个对公司会更有向心力一点吧，这也还更好在这个特殊的这个大背景下一直。相对来说比较有持续或者是有效率的工作下去，所以我觉得这个沟通会是，这一年来我觉得会最重要的，就不管是工作上来讲，还是一个生活状态上来讲。
Okay, very, very, very interesting, Desiree, where you said that the biggest point is communications. We're a team, right? We have to skip like a maintaining like an open communication to each other, and also that so we are not we realize that we're still working with human and not like we're working with a robot. That's a really good question, like a really good quote that you say there. Probably I'll go next to Brendan, who's also been working for a year now from home. So Brendan, how do you feel about working from home?
Yeah, I've been working from home ever since Malaysia introduced lockdown, and that was in my previous job before joining Momentum Works. So I'm like a full-fledged work from homer, in that sense. I've gotten used to it. I think I had the opportunity to work from office for 2 weeks when I went to Singapore, and that was exciting to sort of relive like this distant memory of waking up early. I mean, I still wake up early, but wake up earlier and traveling to work, and also meeting colleagues. I think is different. I think for me, what's important, or at least what I try to do when working from home, is like to have a proper schedule, because when you're sort of working and resting, or in the same place, the lines can get a bit blurry, and that can mean that you can be like highly inefficient because you're so distracted by a lot of things, or it could also mean that you're spending too much time at work and not knowing when to like call it off, because it's the same place, right? Like where I'm watching my Netflix is sort of the same way where same place where I do my work. So having that kind of clear boundary while at home is important. I'm blessed to have a good family, so I get home cooked food in my canteen. Oh, my mom will kill me if she heard that I called my kitchen a canteen. But I have good food downstairs. I have but much better relationship with my family members. So I think working from home has been a blessing. At least for me. Yep.
Very good point, Brendan. I really like where you said that you need to keep like maintaining a boundaries because like sometimes the boundaries a bit blurred when you're working from home. I totally agree with that. So I think like do you then like the question is like if we're going back to the office soon, like do you miss going, like do you want it to be like happen soon, or do you want it to be, oh, it's okay, like I think it can come later.
Um, like the good employee answer or the candidate. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine either way. I think now that we've sort of experienced work from home, I think we see the balance of both, in the sense that there are times where not everybody needs to be in the office, but we also then realize the benefits of everybody coming together, and working on something and get things done way more efficiently. So I think moving on, not only just us at Momentum Works, I think just the general sort of working culture will slowly move to this sort of part home, part office arrangement, and I think it's effective for a lot of organizations. in my perspective. Yeah.
Very politically correct answer actually. Okay, so moving on to our dear friend from Indonesia too, my dear friend from Indonesia. I will ask Narina. So Narina, please, if you prefer to speak in bahasa, go ahead. Like, kenapa lebih pilih di mana? Pilih kerja dari rumah atau pilih kerja dari office? Dan apa bedanya kerja dari rumah sekarang sama sebelumnya?
Sebenarnya kalau aku lebih suka kayak half-half gitu. Jadi kayak half ke office, half di rumah. Karena there's those time yang kayak kita lebih memilih untuk oke, kayaknya kita lebih sendiri nggak ketemu sama orang tapi tetap kerja gitu kan. Tapi ada kalanya juga kayak oh ini kerjaan ini nggak bisa gitu kalau dikerjain sendiri. Jadi lebih bagus kalau misalkan harus di kantor dan bisa langsung ngobrol sama partner kerja gitu. Dan perbedaan waktu WFH yang sekarang sama yang kayak awal-awal it used to be fun tapi kayak lama-lama tuh it drains your energy and your creativity, I think gitu. Karena kan kayak ini lingkupnya tuh kayak cuman di rumah, kayak especially yang di Indonesia kan kita cuman di rumah terus ya Net. Jadi kayak suasananya tuh cuman rumah aja gitu, nggak ganti-ganti gitu. Jadi kayak merasa stuck di satu titik gitu. Jadi ya paling lebih bisa harus lebih bisa manage diri sendiri biar gimana caranya nggak gampang bosan, terus kreativitas tetap ada gitu untuk selalu punya fresh ideas kayak gitu sih. Cuman if I would pick then half.
Okay, very good answer. Actually, I totally agree with that too because that is so true that we cannot go out anywhere like in Indonesia, especially because if you guys like not up to date with what happened in Indonesia, is that there's a lot of cases every day, like, and then we're also very scared to go out by ourselves. So that's why we prefer to like be at home. Like, well, probably some of you in other countries you probably can go out and then see. So even though you're still working from home, you can have a different scenery compared to just your house. So what happened in Indonesia is that we cannot go out anymore. So every day we must stay at home. Like even our like recreation is only to buy groceries outside. So yeah, I mean that's what happened. Like I'm totally agree with Narina that sometimes you need to have half. Like sometimes you prefer to be alone at your place because you can focus more, and then sometimes you prefer to be at the office where like you can meet your friends and then you can see and then talk and make the work like more effective and easily because you can communicate directly, right? Okay, thank you, Narina, for your answers. Really good answer. So moving on now, after Narina is we're going to talk to our friends in Singapore, who's giving like a lot, like the most benefits. Like she can only already choose to work from both home and also from the office. So we'll go to Clarissa. Clarissa, what's your opinion about working from home and working from the office?
OK， 我觉得 right 不错了。其实以前我蛮开心的。其实以前可以待在家，等我随随便便可以自己做工。但是我越来越想 right，like 没有那个同伴 ，no like don't have like the company of other people，so 我觉得很独自啦。Yeah，but 其实不错啦，其实不错。But 现在因为新加坡我们 manage 那个 COVID situation 很好，非常好。对，我可以随随便便觉得，今天我想做 office，今天我想做做在家。But 我的 boss 罗琳应该说，你只可以来 office。But 我觉得因为新加坡 manage 这个 situation 很好，我觉得我很very fortunate that 我可以来 office 做我的工。And 我觉得我现在在 office right， 我会觉得比较 more productive 啊，因为有那个 environment 啊。But 我觉得因为我住在新加坡，我非常的 fortunate。And by the way, even though I'm in the office, there's no one here. I'm the only one here. That's why I'm not wearing a mask. Otherwise, you're supposed to wear a mask. Yes. 对。
Okay, very good answer from Clarissa. Like she will still like miss working from home and also miss like working from office. So she probably considered to have a half too. So from all of that, like from all of you guys, like you give me an answer. So like joining me. We have our bosses, Yerlin and Jangan. So I would like to ask you guys, like, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer for us to working from home, or do you prefer us to work from the office, and also work for you, like, the working environment for you guys both too? Do you prefer working in the office or environment? So I think we can go first from Yerlin, and then we can go straight to Jangan.
For me, I agree with I have similar. I agree with Norina. I prefer half. I like working from home because I get to spend more time with my cats, and I'm more freer. But I do miss the structure in the office and the people there. I think it's not as bad for us because half of the team is actually outside of Singapore, so that's why I think it's regardless of where we work. But if I had to say one thing is that what I would do differently this year is that I think the last year we've actually realized that it's not just a colleague that we're working with, but I think we know you more as a person. I think we know now more like you bring your dog to the camera, you have to run to the toilet for toilet breaks, you eat lunch here. So I think this year has made us more human. Right, and we realized that actually there's so much about our bosses that we don't know beforehand, and I think one takeaway is that even though it's actually okay now in Singapore, I was really happy to have Brandon over for about 2 weeks, because then you can see the interaction and the kind of connection between him and the team. And I also hope that we can also have this with the Indonesian and Chinese colleagues. I think mental health is very important. I keep saying this last year. It's really important when you're stuck at home. You got to find ways to keep healthy. So I hope that we can continue that this year.
Okay, cool. I totally agree with you. Like, I really missed the office situation. I missed us as a whole team together. But on the other side, like when we're spending more time online, we also understand everybody like better. It's like not only as a team, but more like as a friend outside of the work. So I totally agree with you with that. So with that answer, let's go to our big boss. Like, Jangan, can you let us know what you think?
So I said, okay, I'm wearing batik, but and like for the Lunar New Year, but reflections about working from home. Al principio fue difícil. Todo cambió y existe esta incertidumbre. El problema no era trabajar desde casa, sino cuánto tiempo tienes que hacerlo. Echaba de menos las conversaciones cara a cara, donde tienes las chispas de la creatividad y los problemas se resuelven más rápido. Pero a veces también decía que la paz y la tranquilidad funcionen de manera más eficiente. Okay, good. También abrió la oportunidad de trabajar con las personas de todo el mundo y que todos están en casa. Es la experiencia común la que nos hace más fuertes. So let me just repeat English. So I was saying that in the beginning it was difficult, right? I mean, because everything changed, but they also have this like macro uncertainty that was going on, which was emotionally challenging for everyone. But for me, I think the problem initially was not, I mean, working from home per se, but you don't know how long you have to work from home and you don't have a choice. So I mean, when that happened, you miss the face-to-face conversations where you have that sparks of creativity that you can resolve problems more quickly together. But sometimes you also want peace and quiet so that you can concentrate on your work. You want the time to focus. So I think overall it was an interesting experience, and it also opened up our sort of ability to work with people across the world without this boundary, because everyone's in the same situation, everyone's stuck at home. I think this common emotional experience that makes us stronger together.
Okay, gracias, Jangan. Really good answers. That's the only Spanish that I know because I watched Dora. So I think it's a really good conversation that we have with you guys. So we will post this in our YouTube channel and also together in our other channels. Like, we also developing this community called Impulso. which if you're interested, please drop us any email that reach out to us to find out more, and also click like, subscribe, and comment down below.
新年快乐，恭喜发财。
新年快乐，恭喜发财！
新年快乐，恭喜发财。
恭喜飞飞，恭喜飞飞，大吉大利，牛年大发。
新年快乐，恭喜发财！
恭喜发财，新年快乐！
新年快乐，恭喜发财！红包。Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 新年快乐，
恭喜发财！
Oh my god, we're not in the same.
It cannot be in Sing one.